Hello and welcome to Luthor Harkon's Legendary Lord Breakdown. We are going to take a look at his traits, which is that he gives his army magical resistance 25% for all units, leadership +8 when fighting against Lizardmen, and vampire corruption +3 local province. And also he has the mad traits. So if you're playing as him, starting off as him, or if you can't confederate as Pirate Coast, um, you're gonna end up having to take care of this trait, which gives him plus 25% weapon strength, plus 15 melee attack, but gives him rampage. Now, rampage will activate when he gets hurt, so be careful of Luthor Harkon getting hurt. Second thing we're gonna talk about is Luthor Harkon gets the pirate ship building. So they have a little bit more special, let's say, on Blue Tree where there's living ship for pirate growth. I would suggest not bother trying to get this, as for the Vampire Coast, you can get ship to Carpenter after 13 turns, which will give you minus 50% for shipbuilding. So if you, well, we can't see, but it's going to take you 13 turns to get this, and then you place it on him, and you'll be able to build these buildings very cheaply. Also, I would say for his very first building you build is to build this, the heavy ballista, which will give you +4 growth, which will give you a lot more growth. Actually, where's that growth coming from? I have no idea where that growth is coming from. I never played a Luthor Harkon before. There
Master.
has to be something where it's increasing its growth.
Crazy.
In any
Not
case,
stupid.
he's actually, I think I know what that is. That's a freaking mod. That's the mod. That's a mod. The actual growth you have is one. That core is a different thing. So you're gaining one growth per turn. So I wouldn't say go for living ship, but I will say go for downward marcher. Now you can get recruitment cost reduction, which will be useful. I wouldn't say get casualty replenishment. That's not going to be useful, as there is a building for casualty replenishment, which is this one. And that goes all the way up to +8. You will have enough casualty replenishment. You can if you want ridiculous replenishment, but you should have enough. So I would say either freebooter or bind to service. Either one will be good. I would say freebooter and then bind to service, as it will allow you to get more money. I guess you could do into Sea Dogs. The leadership isn't useful, but sacking settlements could be useful. Then go on accounts and then lightning strike. Again, don't do living ship. There's no point. You got points to place in other things. At this point, I believe Fractured Mind will unlock. So grab Fractured Mind to get to the rest of this. Grab Man of War, because this gives you increased vampire fleet captains and recruit rank for them, which is very good. The leadership doesn't hurt either. Then grab Serve from the Winds. That's going to be useful, as that will give you more magic resist and enemies' winds of magic gets reduced. Then get Pirate King, as Pirate King will minus 10% upkeep all units and global recruitment increase. Grab Tenacity, Missile Resistance, and a Death Streak, because Death Streak is very useful and makes Luthor Harkon even stronger. For these traits here, his secondary tree, in a sense. Grab the Hunger, that's really strong. Grab Smuggler and Arsonist. Reason why we're not grabbing Poacher, Forager, or Supernatural Horror. Terror is very useless. Forager is nice only if you're raiding a lot, but I I don't pretend my stuff on raiding, so that's useless. Recruiting rank +2 for zombie pirate gunnery mobs. That's not really that useful, considering you're most likely going to go with an army of probably rotten, not rotten Prometheus, Necroplex Colossus. If you are doing an army with him with zombie pirate gunnery mobs, you will easily get those 2 recruit ranks. You don't need it. There's other things in this that you can use better. And +10 bonus versus infantry, that's not really gonna matter too much. You already have. Oh, you don't, but you really don't need it. Uh, so for the red tree, we are gonna do Inspiring Presence. And if you are doing Necrophorus Colossus, I would suggest doing this and then boosting Queen cannonades, mortars, and Queen Best. The reason why is because if you're Arsonist, you're already boosting cannonades, mortars, and Queen Best. So let's just make them even more strong, powerful. Yes, you could do reanimated marksman instead of black power overload to make your guns better, but they will have a slow fire rate until you level them up. And of course, if you're doing not a Necroplex Colossus with him, of course, place the Rotten Death into reanimated marksman, as that would be useful. Grab a Vast Deep, and then we are grabbing Hardened Death for the Necroplex Colossus. If you're not doing Necroplex Colossus, then grab Inscorled Weapons, as that will be useful. Or you can grab Inscorled Weapons and Hard Death and not get all hands away. I'd rather grab all hands away because if the Necroplex Colossus are in a clump, this will just boost them even better. Now, he gets the fun thing of the 12 points where you can place them anywhere you want. You can probably do Living Ship and Black Flag, but what I prefer to do is do the Ward Save, grab him more health, make him harder to hit, grab the Taunt, make him harder to hit, make him hit easier, get Hornswaggle, and grab Moments of Lucidity for that extra defense. So he's able to hit things a lot easier with a 94. He's harder to hit with an 88. He's overall strong. Now, hand cannon wouldn't be nice, but that's only for him having exploding bullets, so it doesn't matter too much. I would rather give him a defense than hand cannon. So that's Luthor Harkon's. Thank you guys so much for watching. Hope you guys learned something on how to level up your lords. I hope this video will help you in the future of you going to the higher difficulties. This has been me, Kelsey Drake, and I'll see you guys later. Bye-bye.